Who would agree business is tough? And who would agree that there are many things in business that you know you have to do, but you don't do it because you're a little bit scared? And who's found themselves in the past confronted with something that they were afraid to do? They did it anyway, and then they started questioning the other things that they were afraid of. I'm fully aware that speaking in public is a fear greater than death for many people. But I am also fully aware, as far as I know, no one has ever died from speaking on stage. I consider any opportunity that I get to confront a fear an absolute privilege. It's not a right. Most people live their entire lives in fear. They tiptoe through life, afraid, hoping to get to death safely. And they are constantly presented with the opportunities that enable them to step up and overcome the fears that are the very fears that are holding them back from the very thing that they want. And I'm telling you right now, it is my belief, working with thousands of people over the last 15 years, everything that you want right now, guess where it is? It's on the other side of your fear. I want you to contemplate this with a level of seriousness that you've never considered before. You woke up tomorrow morning, or I flick my fingers and you wake up right now and you're no longer afraid of anything. You're fearless. What would change? Everything would change, because everything you want right now, the very things, the bottlenecks, the things that you're not doing that you want to do, there is some part of you that is afraid to do it. Whether you're afraid of the success or whether you're afraid of the failure, there is some part of you right now that is afraid. And guess what? You're in great company, because we are all afraid of something. Good leaders go where the fear is and they embrace it. They lean into the point where they fall over. And sometimes when they fall over, guess what? They eat shit. And what many of you will find is you will thrive by daring to suck. By the mere opportunity for you to fail, I promise you, you'll come out the other end completely transformed. One of the things that I used to love about skydiving, I would jump out with the tandems because I loved seeing the moment where transformation took place. You are hurtling through the sky towards Earth with a man strapped on your back. And then all of a sudden, they would open their eyes and they would realize, hang on, I'm not dead. And their sheer terror would go from terror to absolute ecstasy. And by the way, how many times have you found yourself talking about the things that you're going to do, being all bravo and tough, but then when it actually came to you to do it, you decided not to because there was something more important? For me, the reason I jumped 210 times over just over a 12-month period is because I used it as a therapy to overcome an enormous level of fear that I'd been holding on to for my entire life. I was a scared little boy who was just sick of being scared. And I used skydiving as a therapy to induce incredible levels of fear so that I could get through it, come out the other side and go, I didn't die. And skydiving made me fearless, absolutely fearless. But it wasn't the skydiving that made me fearless, it was the confrontation of fear. It was the willingness to confront the fear, the willingness to go to that absolute edge, not lean in, but fall out.